Hey guys, what's going on? Robert Montez here with Link Financial Advisory, where we're focused on helping you win with money. So today I wanted to hit on a question I keep getting asked, and that question is, Robert, what is causing the stock market to be down right now? There are so many factors that we could go into. However, there are two major ones that are impacting all of us pretty much on a day-to-day basis. Those two factors are going to be one, the war between Russia and Ukraine, and two, China's zero COVID policy. What do these things mean? Well, Russia is the third largest producer of oil in the world. So when you have that type of superpower when it comes to production, pretty much on the sidelines for a lot of reasons, from sanctions or just people not using their oil, it's of course going to drive prices up around the world. And we're seeing that both in Europe and Asia as well as here in the United States. So that is one major thing that we're seeing, and that's where we're seeing issues such as food prices being up 10%. Of course, if you're going to the gas station, I'm sure you've seen that. Your fuel prices are up over the past 12 months about 98%. Side note, that's down from 101% last month, so I guess there's progress. But that's not fun. That's where we're seeing a big impact. And of course, as fuel prices go up, it costs more to produce food. As far as running equipment, it costs more to ship food. It costs more to ship everything. So that's impacting us on a day-to-day basis. The other thing that I just mentioned was China's zero COVID policy. So China has taken very strict, what some are calling draconian measures on their population, and basically aiming for a zero COVID policy, and as such have shut down whole cities. I mean, Beijing's got over 22 million people, and their lockdown and restrictions have been extremely severe, to the point where factories or whole blocks are literally being boarded off so that people cannot interact with each other, and it's really slowed down their economy. Of course, China being as large of a producer as it is, that is affecting things. It's just simple supply and demand. So when you're having significantly less items hit the economy, it's going to cause supply chain issues. It's also going to cause an increase of pricing, and we're seeing that. What does that mean to you? Well, the first thing, hey, people ask another question. Are we headed to a recession? Possibly. I mean, the Wall Street Journal did an article recently where they talked about the likelihood back in January of us going into a recession was about 18%. Currently, it's sitting around 44%-ish. What does that mean, though? Does that mean that we should get out of the market? We should go to cash? Unfortunately, that is almost always the wrong answer. Historically, we've seen that recessions on average, if you look back since World War II, there's been 12 recessions. And of those 12 recessions, they have averaged about 10 months in length. The problem with this is that if you look at stock prices before and after, well, historically, stock prices peaked about 6 months before the recession started, and they hit their bottom about 4.5 months before the recession was over. So what that means to the consumer is, overwhelmingly, by the time we know we're in a recession, it's too late to make any changes. You're just locking in losses. And by the time we know we're out of a recession, we're 4 or 5 months past the bottom. And so trying to buy back in means that you've missed that recovery. So while it's not popular and no one likes hearing it, overwhelmingly, if you have a good strategy, or if you're working with a strategy you trust or an advisor you trust, more often than not, the right answer is just hold what you got. And I know no one likes hearing that, but that historically is the number one thing that people get wrong. I've said it over and over. Dalbar does a study every year. It's called the Quantitative Analysis of Investment Behavior. If you want some great, not super dry reading on investment behavior and what causes people to succeed or fail when it comes to investing, these are awesome studies. And overwhelmingly, it shows again and again the reason people fail or get suboptimal results when it comes to their investment allocation and their investment performance is stupid decisions. It's emotion, it's panicking, it's making big knee-jerk decisions when really we should be holding on and just understanding that the economic cycle is constant. It's always expansion, stress, distress, recovery. Expansion, stress, distress, recovery. Well, when we get into this stress and distress stage of that cycle, people tend to panic. So, long story short, guys, don't panic. If you've got a great strategy and you're working with an advisor you trust, stick with what you're doing. It's probably, historically, it's going to work out. If you don't have that, or you feel like you need a second opinion, reach out to us. We are happy to help. We're meeting with clients every single day. I think year to date, I'm proud to say this, we've added like 96 new accounts year to date. So we're actively growing, and we're happy to answer questions. You can reach out to myself or to my business partner, Grayson Bacassin. We really appreciate you guys, and I hope these videos are helpful. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. God bless America, and feel free to reach out if we can help. Thank you.